Hello, my name is Anjani Segrist, and today's video has to do with Mars and healthy masculine energy. So, currently in the sky, Mars is conjunct to the South Node. So the South and North Node have to do with where we've been, the South Node, and where we're going, the North Node. Has to do with evolution, expansion, newness, new information, new technology. This would be the light, and the South would be the dark, our old habits, our programs, our conditioning. And seeing Mars there on the South Node is really bringing up all the ways that we have disempowered men through patriarchy. Men have been sort of given this responsibility that our forefathers put into our consciousness as a way that men and women would relate to each other, and that the way that men and women would relate to their environment. This is shifting big time because, astrologically, Mars and Venus are lining up to be in direct opposition both on the North and South Node. And I see this as, the future is no more female than the future is male. The future is unity between the masculine and feminine. Anywhere that you have this perfect opposition, this is an opportunity to build a bridge. And when you build the bridge, you're able to go back and forth and not have such a hard line between them, which I feel has been a major problem that's been building up over time and has sort of came to a eruption when all the things started happening with Me Too and the people getting put on call for their bad behavior, and women having to take responsibility also for the ways that they felt disempowered, so they would go along with and do the things that they felt they needed to do to expand their career and all of these kind of things. So what I want to talk about right now is, what are healthy expressions of masculine energy? We have role models who have either taken power over other people through, court. A lot of women who I know who are single moms who got their houses taken away in the divorce, and the dad gets the house and the mom gets put out on the street, or not getting child support, not being able to get that child support enforcement, and the mom is left taking care of the kids. So the pen and paper ways that masculine power over has expressed itself. And then obviously women having, from all the things that we've heard in the last year, through physical violation and having their power taken away physically, either through rape, abuse, or the thing to me is questionable when you're applying for a job or you want to get a raise and you have to do certain things to make that happen. That happened a lot while I was in the Navy. That it was rumored, I don't know if it actually really ever happened, but for a woman to make chief, a lot of times they would say that she had to do off the books initiations to get into those power positions. So I can't speak for, I have not had that happen to me personally in any type of way. I haven't, it just hasn't happened. So anyhow, this has been a way that we have perceived masculine domination and power over. So what does healthy Mars look like today? To me, healthy Mars is being able to stand. First of all, you need to know your own energy and know your, what is the topic or the life material that will get you fired up and passionate, where you feel that power in your, below your belly button, and that it rises up and it lights you up, and you're passionate about something. Everybody has a thing whether they know it or not. There is some kind of material that gets you like ready to go. And you'll be able to stand up and speak for that thing. That's the first thing. What is it that you're passionate about? What is it that you're fiercely committed to furthering and protecting and standing up for? That's the first thing. The second thing is, how do you do it? Where are you given an opportunity in life, and maybe not given the opportunity, but where is that opportunity in your life to exert your power into the world? So if you don't have an obvious venue for that, you have to make it. You find what it is and you make it. And we're given these little nudges in life to, like, this is your thing. Go talk about it, do it, go to that meeting, show up to the town hall, whatever it is. Like, it shows up, and then there'll be a piece of us maybe that gets afraid of the way that energy feels. When you get fired up, it can be felt as anger, as rage or outrage, some kind of a loud, fiery passion that, if it's could scare you. It's an intense feeling. So if you feel that you're scared of it, the only thing I can say is go through it. You need to go through that feeling of fear of nothing's going to happen. You're going to feel it. It's going to come up. Let it come up, because if you don't express it this way, it stays in. And it works on your joints. It works on your organs. It is a grinding, dynamic, irritating inflammation producing energy when you let it stay inside of you. And then you'll just experience it from the outside. You'll just experience people being angry and violent and oppressive and all of the things that you're afraid of, and you can't express it yourself. It's grinding away on your body. And I imagine and see in my reality bubble, this creating some of the most horrendous diseases and things that we have, we think there's no cure for it, because the cure is you getting that heat out this direction, out into the world. And not through violence or beating somebody up. I mean, that's an option if you need it to use it. If you're being attacked, you're able to cultivate that energy and move it up because you're not afraid of it. But if you are afraid of it, it's just doing damage to you on the inside. So finding a way to put it out into the world. It could just be through your art, through playing basketball, playing some kind of a sport, doing martial arts, as a way to initially find something to do with it. And what's coming in my mind is that I, for a long time, did not have a healthy way to express my passion. And I was given the great opportunity to have a very hurtful relationship that made me feel victimized and made me feel all these weird and strange feelings that I couldn't get away from. And at the end of that whole process, I felt anger and rage, and I had never really been in touch with a feeling of anger. It was very foreign to me. And through working with it, letting it come up, letting it bubble up, letting myself actually get it past my throat into words or sounds, it helped me to learn more about what is my calling? What am I committed to? What am I passionate about? But until I could reach that point of actually feeling rage and anger, those things just lived inside of me, and I was oblivious to this other form of reality. So this is a really big invitation to looking at Mars energy in your life. Using astrology is really helpful because it sort of gets you pointed in a direction, an area of life to look at Mars. But if you're not interested in astrology, you can ask yourself the questions that I posed in the beginning of the video.